My name is Brandon Williams. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio. I reside in Inglewood, California, Westchester specifically. I am an Afrofuturist. I own an agency called 55 Media Group. We promote equity through strategy and design. We have a space in Soho House as well as some other spaces that we do memberships as well. So happy to be here. I'm part of 100 Roses from Concrete, Kenny Thacker. I'm head of membership services there. That's how I found out about this opportunity. And yeah, happy to get into this equity in our city through blockchain and NFTs. I'm ready when you guys are. I know NFTs is like a buzzword. I'm a multifaceted designer in a lot of different ways. I design product, I design clothes. I'm wearing some of my clothes now. And, it's an interesting space. So what is an NFT, basically? An NFT is a non-fungible token, and it has a wide range of potential use cases, including collectibles, avatars, proprietary sort of opportunities, right? And concrete example is like, think of it a ticket, right? Or even think of it like a pair of J's. You think of J's, you think of how J's are, you can resell them, reuse them, right? So to break it down to more examples of like actual tangible, right? Fungible, dollar, Bitcoin, Ethereum, non-fungible token, right? So this is the ecosystem when those tokens live, right? We have the marketplaces, we have the infrastructure where it lives at, or some of the places where you can then buy your tokens, as well as the collectible space as well. And then you have some of the studios as well. So this history is deep, right? It started from when the first non-fungible token came around in 2020. It's a Tron token. So if you're familiar with tokenization, it's just a JPEG file, right? And it's exceedingly fast forward into pop culture. You have people like Kings Leon, you have Post Malone, you have other people as well who are a part of this space. Now you're thinking, how does this solve homelessness? How does this solve anything for the community? And that's what we're going to get into in this next slide, right? We're going to be the first NFT or one of the only NFT museums, right? So we talk about blockchain technology. We talk about phone technology, right? So I'm holding here a blockchain phone, gamifying the NFT purchase here. You have the yacht as well. So this phone allows you to go in and actually purchase tokens. Not only that, but then you're gamified on the back with actually by a financial institute, MasterCard, by actually purchasing this in real life. So you see the app ecosystem here. We have the context of some of the wiring recommendations. And you're owning rewards as you're purchasing an app. So think about every person in the community gets these phones. It's like the phone that now they can go and buy groceries and they're getting rewards. But then there's a harm to that, and we have to talk about the harm, right? So blockchain in itself does create a huge carbon footprint, and it's kind of hard on a large scale to really look at it. It's like figuring out the culpability of an NFT is like basically calculating the share of emissions in commercial phone flight, right? It's hard to really look at it. Now there's actual platforms like Ariel where they've created actual carbon footprints where you can then look at the carbon footprint of every NFT. So we could take that, add that into the platform. Now, how do we attack homelessness? The pure numbers are crazy, 63,000 homeless people in LA. How do we solve that? Well, there's a great way to think about this, right? So if we were able to then use these spaces as a proxy address, some of the tech people understand what proxy addresses mean, but we've been breaking it down. It's an SSL sort of secured space where then you can then say, hey, this is an actual physical address where then these people can go and get jobs. They have an address where they can then, apply for positions, sort of things like that. And then this allows that. And then you can even implement job opportunities, right? And think of it this way. If every person came to the city, then we can even tokenize that city. And what I mean is there's a platform called Yat. Yat is a platform where you can basically create an emoji universe and use your username intangible for that. So then we could say, let's say Venice Beach, Compton has its own token. You have to opt into the token to then get into our end. Then through that, it's decentralizing now. Now you don't have a bank. You don't got to worry about none of that. You can literally pay and do a transaction between you and I based on that token in that city. So now you're getting into the equity that we really need in our community to say, hey, Compton, we got our own token. Everybody buys into it. Then you come to our physical space. You can't enter our physical space without that token now. So you don't have to worry about gentrification. And then tokens are biddable. Tokens are bringing revenue. So let's say the whole community token is $90,000, right? We can have people virtually go to the virtual space, look at the different artwork that's in the city, community. We can even do historical data, historical events, talk about different Black Panthers that have lived in Compton, different spaces. And then that way we can inform our generation how we can really build that equity. So yeah, that was my speech. It kind of went fast, but if you guys have any questions, the phone is real. I do have this blockchain. The name of the company is Zambezi. I did a commercial with them and MasterCard. Our company did as well. And this tokenism is there. So all the application of what I'm doing is real. So you can really actually do this if you guys want to empower your community and create equity in the NFT space.